Hi, this isn't the first time I've done this. I've, again, had to redo the video. It's a long story, but, okay. I wanted to show you these things. Before I even start with the video, let me show you what I'm doing right now. I have been really into Anne Mora's Green Witch, Grimoire for the Green Witch. This has been my go-to Book of Shadows lately, way more than even my Wicca Book of Shadows that I've done for myself. As you can see, I have pages that I've saved, things like that. It's really a beautiful book. It has her own personal Book of Shadows in the back, but it also has, so many other things. Creed of the Great Green Witch, Song of the Goddess, Charge of the Goddess, Charge of the God, all about the Sabbats and the eclipses and the oh my gosh, the S-spots and all the other, it has how to do circle casting, the witchy alphabet. It's just a complete book, and I really enjoy it. I have so much been not into, I love, it's simple, it is simple, but I've been so much into simple magic lately. If anyone knows me, my magic is not complex whatsoever. I have for Gaia right now going on, it's almost finished, but I got another one. I light my candles for her. I light 3 candles a day for her, 3 candles for Mama and Dad for my ancestor altar. But I've really been getting into this book lately. And if you're just someone that does not want to fuss with making a Book of Shadows, if you don't know how to start a Book of Shadows, if you really don't want to put, I don't want to say the effort, but if you just don't want to make your own Book of Shadows and you want to go for a guidebook, I love this one. I absolutely love this one. She also has a S-spot book, Mansions of the Moon for the Green Witch, which I've read part of it. I'm not going to lie and say I read the whole thing. I haven't. But I have read parts of it, and I think it's amazing. If you're going to, if you want companion books, these two are just awesome to have. Now, why I'm showing you those is because this is my go-to tarot at the moment. This is my Green Witch Tarot, and I don't know if I did a video. I haven't really looked. I don't know if I did a video on this tarot yet. So if I haven't, I'll show you. Now, we're going away this weekend. We're going away to a cabin in the woods. Now, they made a horror movie about that, but it's all right. We're good. We're trying to do some daycations. We can't afford to do a full-blown 2-week, out there going to Miami, whatever. Can't do that. We don't have the funds for that. So every couple of months we're doing daycations. A couple of months ago we went to MGM's casino in Springfield. And we stayed there for 2 nights. And if you're on my Facebook page, I'm sure you saw the video that I did of the room. The artwork was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. It gave me so many ideas to do sketchbooks and things for my own. And the bathroom. Oh, if I could take the bathroom home with me. It is a handicap accessible dream, let me tell you. So we went there. Now, why I'm telling you that is because I like to clear the rooms or clear the space that I have when we go on these little daycations, wherever it is, whether it's a hotel room for a couple of nights, the cabin that we're going to, whatever it is. I like to clear that space. Now, in a hotel room, you can't, it's not like in the 70s, 80s, you can't light cigarettes, do all this stuff. You can't. You cannot light sage and Palo Santo in a hotel room, you're going to set the things off, whatever. So what I do is I take a pot of water. It comes right from the tap. Pot of water, I boil it, and I put rosemary and sage petals and, sage leaves in the water. I let it boil, 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 boil. I try to do about 30 minutes. Then I put it in a spray bottle and I spray the room. I spray the room, the bathroom, setting my intentions wherever I go. I set my intentions in the water before I put it in the bottle, and that's what I do. Well, in this cabin, I can use sage and Palo Santo. I can sage it's not a very big, it's like a tiny home, but a cabin. It's got, beds over here, beds on the loft, one big bed, bathroom, nothing, extreme about it. But it's on the lake. And it has a fire pit that I can't wait. I can't wait. We need this. We really need this. But I will be saging and Palo Santo. I like to take the Palo Santo stick and the sage together. I usually have like these little ones. I don't do like a huge, and I put the sage stick. Where the hell is my my Palo Santo stick, by the way? It's around here somewhere. I think, nope, I know where it is. It's in the kitchen in the other cauldron. I have my little, this one I have here. Just like I think I've mentioned before, Gaia is in every room, including the bathroom. My cauldrons are in every room, except for the bathroom. I don't have a need to have one in the bathroom, and I really, so I don't put one in the bathroom, but Gaia is in the bathroom. But I have my cauldrons in every single room. In the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom, kitchen, living room here, and in the other room. We're going to let that go. So, but I don't have it in the bathroom. So, but I keep one with me. I keep sea salt in here and some herbs. And then I keep the, I don't waste my sage. I even use the sticks. But I'm going to be taking the Palo Santo and the sage with me when I go, and I'm going to be doing the room. I'm also going to be taking some other items with me. But I wanted to show you this. Well, the first thing I'm taking, I just bought this on Amazon a couple weeks ago. It has got the planchette, it's got the pendulum chart, it's got the spirit board, and it has the pendulum in the back. I use pendulums for clearing too. I will sage the pendulum, and then I walk it around the rooms, and it will go in a circle, go in a circle. When it stops is when I know that it's clear, when I know that I've cleaned the room and it's clear. So I will be taking this little set with me that I have not used yet, so it will be getting saged when I go there. Like I said, it's got everything. It's got the pendulum, it has a spirit board, it's got the planchette, it's got the pendulum board. You can see it. There you go. You don't have to spend $1 billion to have magical items. It's what your intentions are that you put into the items. This is just my opinion. You can take it for whatever it's worth. I don't feel like, I have expensive spirit boards, Ouija boards. I do. A few of them. If you remember me from years ago, I had at least 35 Ouija boards. I rehomed so many. I just like with the tarot and oracle decks, when they stopped calling to me, is when I had to let them go. So I just got this one. I think it was $5 on Amazon. So I got this, got the planchette. You know what I mean. The pendulum. So I'm taking that with me. And I broke down and got a couple of decks of cards from Temu. I did. I went to Temu. Next time, can somebody knock me out before I go to Temu? Because, so I didn't want to bring my huge Green Witch Tarot cards with me. I have my Green Witch Tarot cards. I don't know if I ever did a video on these. I will, if I haven't, I'll show you what the deck looks like. But I wanted to buy a second set of tarot cards because I had the Oracle deck with me, and I went, So I went and got a Green Witch Oracle, and I got a second set of these cards. I wanted another set of these cards to take with me when we're traveling. This is what I got sent. Yeah, people, this is what Temu sent me. And the Green Witch Oracle. Read your labels when you buy stuff. Just read your labels. You know what? I'm going to do a, have I opened these yet? I've opened them. Oh, yes, I did open these because I took them with me. I took them with me to MGM after I laughed my butt off. Let me show you what these look like. I'm not going to go through showing you what both sets look like because they are the same, only... So, you know what? I'm actually going to show you the bigger ones because, oh no, I'll get my, wait a minute. Where did I put my glasses? I don't know where my glasses are, people. I think I put them in the thing. Queen of Pentacles. We'll just show it to you like this. King of Pentacles. Ace of Athanays. Two of Athanays. Three of Athanays. I'm old. I'm 59 years old. My eyes don't want to work anymore. Four of Athanays. Five of Athanays. I don't know if you can see these. They're kind of small. Like, I mean, but these are basically the same cards that are, I mean, they are the same cards. It's not that they changed the cards any. It's just that, honey, I shrunk the cards. You know, they shrunk. I mean, they shrunk them. They, you know. It's almost like, what is that? Alice in Wonderland, you know, they took something and went from these huge cards to these. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but they're awful tiny. I mean, the artwork is still the same and absolutely gorgeous, but I did not read when I bought these. Like I said, I'm not a big, I know there are people, Temu is one of those things, you either love it or hate it. You know, it's either one of those things, you love them or hate them. I do not very often go to Temu for a reason, because this is usually what happens when I do. Seven of Wands. You know, you get what you pay for, and these were significantly cheaper than the original box that I have here, and there's a reason why. You know, working in the nursing home, I know I talked about it in my last video. The words of wisdom that come from these elderly people are absolutely astounding. And I remember a resident told me one time, cheap gets expensive. Remember those words, cheap gets expensive. Yeah, you could save all kinds of money. I think I paid a third for these cards. These cards were maybe $3, $4. And you know that there are no tarot or oracle decks unless they're severely cheap that are for that price. That is not what I paid for the big box. But again, cheap gets expensive. Now, if this is the only set that I bought, I would have probably been a little disappointed, but I already have my original box here. And like the original box, I'm going to show you. These are the cards for the original box. And like I said, they're the same graphics, the same artwork, and it comes with this gorgeous, I mean, it's not colored, but it is thick, beautiful detailed book that comes with it. You know, this didn't have a book. I mean, I literally paid maybe $3. And if it's something that you're going to use, like I'm using this as a secondary deck for when I go traveling, when we travel, when we go on vacations and whatever, I take these with me. I took these and the other deck I'm going to show you, I took with me when we went to MGM. I did not take, and I probably should have, but I did not take a spirit board or, no, I did take a pendulum with me, but just not that one. I did not take this set with me when I went to, it's fairly new anyways, when I went to, I haven't even used it yet. I'm going to clean it and clear it out and whatever. When I went to MGM, because I didn't feel the need to bring a spirit board with me. I bring my pendulum. I always have a pendulum in my pocketbook. Always have a pendulum in my pocketbook. Always have a deck, some deck of cards, whether it's tarot or oracle. It's whatever speaks to me at that time that we're going. This time I took both. I had the Greenwich Oracle and the Greenwich Tarot when we went to MGM. And these are the same ones I'm going to have when we go to the cabin. But MGM is fairly new. Is it even 10 years old, the MGM that's in Springfield? I don't know. It's not old enough that I think a spirit board would even be bothered. You know what I'm saying? But these cabins are fairly old. And like I said, it's not just a secluded cabin. There's cabins around you too. There's other, people there vacationing too by the lake. So, but I want to see if I get anything because they are fairly old. These cabins are pretty old. And being in the woods, being around water, being in nature, you know how that goes. In MGM, you're in the middle of downtown Springfield. Matter of fact, I don't know if you remember the hurricane in Springfield back, was it 12 years ago? Something like that, where it took out downtown Springfield. And I lived in Springfield forever before I met Steve. Megan and I lived in Springfield in that area before I met Steve and before Megan and I moved here. If I was still in Springfield during the time of that hurricane, it would have went right through my house. Right through my house. It was right in that area. So, things happen for a reason. I didn't even know this part of Hartford, this part of Connecticut before I met Steve. And then it's like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, my brother calls me up and he's like, did you hear what happened? And I go, no, there was a hurricane that just happened about 20 minutes ago. And I'm like, oh my God. And it would have went right through our house. Our house would have been destroyed. So, the green man, there he is. There's my man. I love him. Oh, I love him. When you find, and I'm scattery, you know who I am. When you find the deities that work for you, you're going to know. When you find the deities that are meant for you, you're going to know because they speak to you. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like your home. It's like your home. It's like, these are my people, like I said, Zeus, I thought he was my God for a long time, but I never really felt close to him. It was just kind of a dream I had, and he came up, and I'm like, all right, maybe this is what it is. But when I found the green man, it was like the male aspect of Gaia. I mean, how more, and it's just, they've been my deities ever since. And they are always with me. I know Gaia might not be a very popular deity to, people in the pagan community, the witches, whatever, but I've never been, Hecate and Isis and those, they just never spoke to me. I love them. I honor them like I honor Lilith or any of them. But Gaia and the Green Man are my deities. They are the ones that I go to. Who are yours? Not that you need to tell me, but who are yours? Who speaks to you? I know someone who, Marie Laveau and Papa Legba, their heart and soul that is their deities, and that is who they go to. And I love listening to them talk about them, because they talk about them with such passion and love, and I love it. It's beautiful. The Morgan. Oh my God, I hear some people talk about the Morgan, and I'm like, oh my God, you can tell you love them so much. Isn't this one cool too? Yeah. I mean, so these are the same. It's not that there's a lot different with these cards. You don't get the book. Oh, my poor baby's snoring over here. You don't get the book, and I mean, they are significantly smaller, but they serve their purpose. I don't know what the original size of this Oracle deck looks like, because I've never had this deck before. I will show you them though, if I can get them out. Come on, you came out the other day. What's going on with you? Did I get you stuck? No. Okay, here we are. All right. This is the Green Witch Oracle. It does more. This is the main picture. It's the back. I'm sure there's a bigger deck. If there is, I'm probably going to purchase it. I just didn't bother looking for it yet, because I had this deck. Productivity. Let me flip this around. No? Yeah, okay. I don't know, people. Passion. Protection. I mean, these are really cool too. But like I said, if I find the bigger one, I'll have to purchase them, because divination. And of course it gives you the earth, air, fire, and water, the symbols. I mean, they're absolutely cool. I saw these, and of course, I'm not going to lie, they were cheap. I think I paid $2.50, $3 for these as well. And there was some special, and I think why I got them on Temu, sorry people, is because I think there was some special where I got free shipping too. I mean, for what it's worth, yes, cheap does get expensive, but if you were someone just starting out, or if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of money, like me, you know, sometimes you can get cards and witchy items, spiritual items. You can get them on the cheap, and your intentions are what you put into them. What you know, it's the old saying, what you put into something is what you get out of it. And that's true with intentions. The intentions you put into your magical items, I don't care what it is what you get out of them. I mean, you can have the most expensive crystals and cards and whatever in the world, but if you just have them for show and you don't put your intentions into them, you know, it really doesn't do much good what you have. I have now a wand. I have a wooden wand, a hand-carved wooden wand. It's not very big, but it is different from the one I usually used, which was just a branch from a sycamore tree. I've used branches for years from trees. They'll call to me, or I'll find them on the ground, and I'm like, that's my new wand. But I just happened to see someone with one of these wands, and it's a wooden wand. It's shellacked, it's glazed and whatever, and they're beautiful. And I think this one is oak. I have it in my magical box in the living room. I have a, and that's really one of the first times, other than a selenite wand, I have a huge. Oh wait, I'll tell you. Hold on a second. I have a huge selenite wand that wait, I lost you people. Okay. I have a huge selenite wand that I've had for a very long time that I keep with my girl here. I have a, for the smoke, that I made myself with ostrich feathers and with a stick, with a branch. That I made myself. A lot of the stuff I have, I've made myself. Not the crystals and stuff, obviously, but I actually broke down and bought a wand. And I love it. It's beautiful. Not fancy. Nothing fancy about it. I didn't really, when we went to MGM, I was there for like 2-3 days. We were there 2 or 3 days. I don't remember. Like I said, we're doing vacations. So I don't really work a lot with this deck. I pulled like 1 in the morning every morning. But I'm taking it with me when we go to the cabin too. And I'll have to look to see if they have a bigger deck, which I'm sure they do. Like I said, I don't usually order from Temu, but it just happened to be that I saw these decks and I'm like, and I had the free, get in there. I had the free shipping. I think I've shown you this too. I'm coming out of frame, people. Yes, I am. Hold on 1 second. I got this from Savers. Someone made it. Somebody made it. And I don't really, as far as rituals or anything like that, I don't really use it, but I keep it over here with Marie, with my little one that helps me with my Reiki sessions. I know I came out of frame. I'm sorry. And like I said, this is the big box for the Green Witch. But I don't like taking, if I'm going to take like my tarot or my oracles or whatever, I don't like taking my really favorite ones because I'm so afraid if something happens or if I forget them in the room or wherever we're going. And so I said, let me just order a second deck of the Green Witch and then I can have it with me. And that's what I got. Cheap does get expensive, but sometimes cheap is okay too. Like I said, it's not the tiny deck. There's no book with it. I don't really need the book with it, but you know, you get what you pay for. I mean, for $3, it's not chump change either. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. We're like I said, we're going away for a few days. I'm taking. If the Wi-Fi works there, I will show you my little spiritual setup that I'm going to have for doing a couple of sessions, because the cabin, though it's just a simple cabin, it is an older cabin. So unlike MGM, where it would have been a waste of time bringing this because it's a fairly new building, you know, I want to try to see if I can get anything from the cabin, from where we're going to be staying. And Steve doesn't believe in this. He believes in Gaia, fully believes in Gaia and the Green Man. He does not declare himself pagan, nor would I ever force him to. Your religion, I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to make this statement once. Your religion is your religion, and if your religion rings true to you, then that's the religion that you are. He is not Christian. He has totally not denounced Christianity, but he's like, look, I don't buy into this. I don't buy into the God syndrome. We both believe in Jesus Christ, very much believe in Jesus Christ, but not the way it's being told in the Bible. Because truly, just like books of shadows, there are 50 million Bibles. Who has the right one? every one of them, because it's what they believe. Just like books of shadows. Now, no two books of shadows are the same. I mean, you can get, like I said, you can use these as guidebooks, as books of shadows, and yes, they're the same. But if you're doing your own, no two are the same. So it's what rings true to you. I don't care if you're Christian, pagan, Muslim, Jehovah Witness. It doesn't matter to me. What rings true to you is what your religion is. Paganism has been calling to me forever. Forever I've been a pagan. I didn't know what to call it when I was younger, when I was little, but I knew that it wasn't Catholicism or Christianity. I knew there was something that just didn't sit right with me with those two religions. And again, I'm not knocking anybody's religion. Your religion is what your religion is. I am a pagan witch. It is what calls to me. It's what's in my soul. I absolutely love it. It makes my spirit happy. So that is what I go with. Just like your deities are not the same. If, Jesus Christ and God are the ones you go to, those are who you go to, because that's what's being called to you. Gaia and the Green Man are the loves of my life. So those are the people. I say people, but I talk to them like people. I'm like, Gaia, I'm having a rough day today. My mom and dad, my ancestors. I got a new ancestor up there now, my mama. So I go to them. I make her coffee every morning. She's got a piece of banana bread today that I gave her, So yeah, never be ashamed of what your religion is. Or your spirituality. I don't really call paganism a religion. I call it a spirituality. Whatever your spirituality is, whatever calls to you, it doesn't matter. There are no rights or wrongs. There's no right or wrong way to do your altar. There's no right or wrong way to do your rituals. That's my belief. It might not be everybody's belief, but it sure is mine. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I hope whatever you're doing this weekend fills your soul and makes you happy. I have been, they have paddle boarding and canoeing and things like that at this campsite. And they have trails, and I want to get to the trails. I will have to use my walker. Hey, I hike different than other people, but you know what? I don't care. I still want to do it. It's still an adventure for me. I love all of you. Whatever you do this weekend, make it magical, make it happy, and do it for you. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.